So today I thought I might get started on, this is going to be, I think, a shelf. Make this out of an old fruit crate, really old. That's kind of cool. Let's see. Put it around so you can see it. So, yeah, I think I'm going to try to clean that up, Mod Podge it. And we've got a little bit of a damage here I'm going to have to repair, I think. This damage here, I'm thinking I will leave because I think because of how cool it is on the sides, I'm going to make it into a shelf like this. And depending on how high I mount it, I'll be able to either see the top or the bottom. See this on it. Actually, I think I might mount it high enough that I can see the, I'm gonna have to fix that. See the bottom that way. So, all right, so I guess I'll get started. So I discovered while looking this over that I can very, very carefully pull this off. The glue isn't really set anymore. And I should be able to, without too many rips. Maybe. And if I can get this label off, I can put it somewhere where it's going to display much more nicely. Okay, it's kind of thin here. Okay, so I discovered that I can possibly, if I can find the razor blade that, oh, that's a bad thing. Where's my razor blade? When you just had a razor blade in your hands, and now you don't. Oh, got a whole pack of them. All right. Ouch. Hold on. Okay, so found out, tugging away at this a little bit, it's not super thin paper, and I might be able to very carefully remove this from the end. That's not going to work either. Yeah. Remove this from the end, and yeah, all that. All right. I forgot one here somewhere. Okay. So what I've decided to do is I got some of this stuff here. It's called, you know what Mod Podge is, but this is a different formula, water-based sealer, but furniture gloss. So what I'm doing here is I clean it up a little bit with some water, just dabbed the dirt off, and now I'm kind of sticking this down around the edges first to get it to just kind of settle. I was debating whether or not to use the Mod Podge because it takes, I think I read close to a month. I'm going to have to double check that, but it takes a long time for this stuff to really cure. So, yep, real careful like. So I'm going to have to wait for a long time, but I got a craft area set up now in my office, and that's going to go a long ways toward, dang it. That's going to go a long ways toward letting me do stuff this winter, and stuff like this I can bring in once I'm done here and let dry. As long as I keep the cat fur off of it, I should be good that way. So just kind of, this stuff, it doesn't look clear, but it does dry clear. So just being really careful here so I don't tear the paper. And I just stick it down in the edges. Oh, yeah. There. That'll go. Just kind of tuck that under. The thing about Mod Podge is that you gotta be careful because it's gonna soak the paper. It's gonna want to make it ripple. So you gotta real thin coats at first. You might want a rag if you're working with this stuff. I have pants, so I'll use my rag too, but I have a specific couple pairs of pants that I wear out here in the garage. So we'll see how this turns out. Hoping to be able to pull this off, but as you can see, it's really glued down solid in places, and it's just not worth tearing it apart to pull it off. I'll just glue it down, and that'll be the top of the shelf, and that's fine. Try to squeeze some in there so it sits, lays down. Here, lays down. Stay down. Just gonna hold that down. And the thing about Mod Podge is, even this furniture stuff, it's not completely. Get under there. It's not completely waterproof. So the thing about that is that, so I'm gonna have to polyurethane around the sticker because I want to use this thing. You have to polyurethane around the sticker, and then when the Mod Podge is cured, I'm gonna have to go back and pull it off the wall because yeah, this is gonna be a nice shelf for my teas. Since these crates can't take a huge amount of weight anymore, they're old and they're a little bit decrepit, but it'll handle a couple mugs and a couple of bags of tea, so once I get it, though, it's gonna have to come back out and get some polyurethane over the top of the Mod Podge. I just didn't trust that the polyurethane was gonna stick this down well enough, so I wanted to go over it first with this stuff. Some under here. Take a couple coats, and then I'll sand it a little bit more to seal it up. I'm gonna have to stick it inside because I am doing more sanding tonight yet. A lot more sanding, so make sure we got everything kind of just covered up and sealed up, and there we go. Stuck down. Okay, so that's that bit.